5:53 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4/19/2012. Super gap up right here. We have a small gap up in the NASDAQ. MLNX, all eyes on it, had an upgrade. What a nice movement. We'll be taking a look at the top end of the resistance and the pullback at supports. Another one that we own, Bellwether, this FFIV. I had guys buying this last night. You can go look at the live videos. They dropped that thing down to 110. I'm sorry, we didn't get in at 110. We were buying at 112.5, 113. And they shot that stuff straight up there on 44,000 shares with upgrades. Once again, Bellwether, small biotech company. Human Genome Sciences, a $7 gap. eBay, which we bought, is up there for some of the people in Tommy Two-Tone's group. We've got the Amazon trade that finally had made some lows back last week and early in the week, and shorting that at 210 back down to the 185 handle, did extremely well for us. This is the gap open up right here in the NASDAQ comp. There's going to be a lot of it's a monthly options expiration. It's not like you have an all-day gap, but that's the feature here. And I will tell people, even though that we're already in, and we also own that Gilead now, quite a few biotechs. As I said, biotech would be the hottest of all sectors. And in the first 90 days of the calendar year, it wasn't financials, it wasn't tech that led the way, it was the biotech that led the way. And it was the biggest percent gainer. And our analysis and everything that we said is, as some of these things change and we get that Obama thing out of there, that's going to really be even better for the biotech industry. But nonetheless, they're paying good. We're going to be buying the dips on FFIB. We'll be looking at shorting that top end for that pullback. The ISRG, which we're getting net short. You don't think so? 100 shares of it's already gone up. I couldn't get it any higher. 585 by 590. As this thing moves up toward that $600 handle, I will be taking this thing down. Robotic surgery company. Great company. Could have bought it back when I was buying it at $12.50 back in 2001. You'd have a pretty hefty gain. Wynn Resorts had a great move yesterday. The earnings season has started off. I'm going to go to the NYSE in the next video. And we'll go to the listed stocks of the NYSE, New York Stock Exchange. And hello to all my friends down there. Another thing, we're going to be taking a look at that gap open up over here. We've got a 467 on a QIHU. We got our VMware, which is up there. CEO, which is up there. And Bristol Myers, BMI. Or I'm sorry, not Bristol Myers, BMI. Bristol Myers had great news today, along with some of the other biotechs this morning. So this is the gap that's here. Now let me tell everybody in pre-market. Early in the morning, the Dow futures were up right around 85 handles. The NASDAQ futures were up 21 handles, and the NASI futures right now only up 3.5 handles. Shorting those futures this morning with other guys paid. Not only that, the S&P was up around 10 handles. The Dow futures now are only up 3.00, and the NASDAQ futures are up 1.5. Now, why is that? Well, I can tell you why. The rally, the counter rally yesterday, it all happened, and we are going to be trading these names. Google today, we were shorting that thing, and don't tell me, because I got hit and I made a boatload of money off of that 615 put on this Apple trade that is gapping down from 608. I remain short. Of course, I trade long off the bottom against the short, so I can keep ringing the cash register. bellwether eBay back in the day is making a comeback with that PayPal with the new price target of 45 handles. Any drop down bid to right around 36 and a quarter. Brian Plain, go 1,000 shares at 36 and a quarter. Go 1,000 shares at 36.75, and give me another 1,000 shares at what? 37.20 on the pullback. So, with the futures being down and the market's giving those big bull things up, you're going to have a lot of volatility. And I will tell you retail people out here that back at the end of March, I said that volatility was going to increase 100% for the next 90 days. And that was on the first trading day of April, before April turned the clock. And you know what? For you people that don't know how to handle volatility, and for mom and pop investors and you got gains, I would start clipping and start selling some. That's what I would do. Because I will tell you that more volatility is even going to go higher in directional price movement long and directional price movement short. And the people that enjoyed that 3-month rally, now you got the reversal, meaning that the exchanges can't live on just a one-way tape, pal. Sorry. You got to have both sides, the bull and the bear reversals, to support levels to the bull, and then they came back in, and we had the biggest one-day gain the other day, as I had put a worldwide alert for people to get in and sell into it. And the thing about it is, it's a monthly options expiration. In the next video, I will be going through that 605 call, and I will make a boatload of money. Not only that, I will be stealing this $600 call, and I will make a boatload of money on that monthly expiration when I steal that bid. Yeah, for you option traders, you think you know what you're doing? Why don't you come in here for a couple of days? I'll show you. Bring your ass here. Drop down bids. I'm going to be looking at that 595 call. I will continue to let the Apple 615 put pay me, and we'll go higher than $15. I'll catch in at the highs, and I'll even sell naked short when they get inflated, something you can't do and don't even understand. If you want to know more about that, then watch it live in action. Unless you like people who talk to you after the fact, that doesn't make you money. But that's what people like, isn't it? How about before the fact? How about getting that before the fact? Or would you like to go out on the internet and have some kid tell you about, oh, it looks like it went up and that's a support level, oh, that's the MACD, all of that? That ain't going to make you money. Let's get real. These two are still on feature. The ISRG, we're going to pull that back in again on a short. This one here, CMG, great company. No one said it wasn't. However, we feel that the stock has hit a fairly decent value, and if we could trade up to $480 this evening, we would be looking at selling short up there. And if we drop $50 and we could get in around $375 a share and buy call and put options to surround it, we will do that too. Because this is the bellwether after the close, and that is the pre-market update. Let's get ready to rumble for that monthly option expiration. And wholesale is cash, and wholesale is king. And you retail traders, you want to learn how to get wholesale? Well, why don't you come over here with this old market maker here, and we'll teach you.